Hey YouTube, Nate here again with a new Cinema 4D tutorial on how to make a text that looks a little bit like this, where you have a nice gradient and each letter is rotated a different way, or you should say different degree. Okay, so to get started, open up your Cinema 4D. Also, you'll be able to import this into Photoshop so you can edit without a background. Basically, it's rendered out better. So to start off here, you're going to go to MoGraph, Text Object, set it where you want it, and go over down to text down here, and put in whatever you want. I'm going to put in Nate HD, just like that. And then my font, the font that you should use is Bauhaus 93. So it's spelled BAUHAUS 93. It's good for 3D work. Okay, so then you're gonna up the depth to around 100. Okay, so that's, and getting a good angle here by using 2, 1, or 3 and hold them down, and you can move around. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then you should be in front of it. Now come up to here, double click on your text object and just rename it so it's easier for you to know when you're working. Okay, so click it once now and just hold Control V, or I'm used to, on Windows you hold Control V, Control C, Control V to copy and paste. On if you're on a Mac, you hold Control V, Control C. There it goes. Okay. And then I'm gonna, yep, that's exactly how I want it, with a 1, so I know the difference. And then you're gonna click on this and you're gonna lower the depth to around 80, depending on your font of what it looks like. So keep that selected. Go hold 3, and what you're gonna want to do is you can hold 3 for this and rotate yourself and put it around the middle of the word or your name or whatever you're doing, and then that'll look good. Then come down here to caps and go to start cap, fillet cap, end cap, fillet cap, and then just keep that right there. And what that did is, now when you render, you got that nice edge, if that's what you would like to call it. Okay, and see, you can really see now if I render that out again, you can really see it. Okay, so now when you have that, you're going to want to come over to here, and hold Control, or click one and then hold Control and then select the other one, and then hit C on your keyboard, and those make those editable objects. And then once you go down, keep adding and you get all of these, so you can click N and you have one separate N from the first N you had, or whatever your letter is. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold Control, hit one of them, hold Shift and click to the top, and then drag and drop them out of the editing folder, and then you can just delete that. You don't really need that anymore. So open up your next one and do the same. Control, Shift to the top, and I'm going to make this bigger so it's easier so you guys can see, and pull it, drag it out, and then you can just delete those editable objects again. And for right now, let's add some color here. So you want, oh sorry, I was kind of dumb. File, and you can go to Load Material Preset, Broadcast Edition, Resources, Materials, Glossy, and then you get all these. I preferably like the glaze purple, and you can go back in there, and the glossy purple 3. Those are two really good ones, and just drag them and drop them onto your letters there. And then once you have them, actually what you would want to do is put it on your first letter, which makes it easier, and then just hit Control and, well, actually click out, hold Control, make sure you select one of them and just drag them down, add your layers there, and then now you can switch and do it to these. As you can see on the picture, you can see them all coming up. But remember, there's a lot more colors in there, so choose your own, whatever you want to do. And now what you want to do is you want to make these that sorted organizedly, I guess you can say. So you want the ends with the ends. So what you're going to do is you're going to drag the N next to the N, and make sure your arrow, when you do this, like see how it's pointing left, that means you're about to drop it right next to it. So the T's with the T's, and the 3, and the H with the H's, and the D's with the D's. That way now you have the N, 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 A, A. Okay? So now what you're going to... Whoa. Oh, never mind. Now what you want to do is hold Control and select both the ends, so now you have them both, and hit Alt-G on the keyboard. So now you have the whole editable object as one. You're not having to deal with two. And just rename that N, or whatever your thing is, so you know. And do the same with all the rest. So select these two, hit Alt-G. Oh my god. A, Alt-G. Oh my god. Okay, now you have your whole name all in one, edit each editable. Okay, now what you want to do is click on one of your objects, and make sure you don't click out here, because watch, if you click out here, you like that, you only get one of them on either T or whatever letter you have. You're selected. So come over here and select this, that way you get the whole letter. Okay, with both of them together. So I'll select the N, and either can hit R on your keyboard, or you can come up to here and hit the rotational tool, and you can rotate it, make it look all pretty, each and every one. I'm gonna have to speed this up because I only get 10 minutes. So, and if it's too far apart, come back to this, your grab tool, I guess, if that's what you'd want to call it. And I'm just gonna, I don't at this point care what it looks like, and just have a little play with it, make sure you like it. I'm just gonna have to go with that. I'm gonna add a quick light. Pull that back, and look at that. You render, each of them are a different way. Okay, now within your render settings, you're going to go to anti-aliasing and hit best. And if you have a good graphics card, do 4x4 or 2x2. Since it's a still image, I would still do 4x4. Leave your options alone. Multi-time mask, leave alone. Within save, you choose a destination. I'm just going to choose my desktop and name it just random. Okay, so save there, and then go to format and do portable network graphics image, which is known as PNG. And then if you want it to be rendered out with no background within Photoshop, click alpha channel. Check that. If you don't, uncheck it, or if it already is, check it. Okay, and then leave all this the same, and you should be able to render it out. Okay, now join me on part 2 of this. The link will be in the description below for part 2. Thanks for watching.